Hey, welcome back, Mark's Garage channel. I was getting ready to do my voltage regulator. But first I want to look inside this package I got. This came from Idaho. This nice note. Hey Mark, here you go. Hope it solves your speedo problem. Catch you later. Mike from New Plymouth, Idaho. Mike has Mike's repair shop, and we've been corresponding, and he hooked me up with, make sure this is in the picture. I don't want to put his address in the picture, but this is the speedometer gear that I've been seeking. Now, if you remember when I took my speedometer off, the cable screws onto this end. This is threaded into the transmission, but none of this is existing. So I don't know if it's broken off in there or it just doesn't exist, because all I see is a tiny hole, maybe a quarter-inch in diameter. So I'm going to get under there and check that out. But before I do that, I'm going to put my voltage regulator in. It just arrived. It's an AC Delco. Let me show you that real quick. So that just arrived, and made in USA. 6-volt, negative, positive, MD1 is what it says on there. But when I did my troubleshooting with Joe Sousa, we kind of figured out that my voltage regulator wasn't grounding properly, or it was grounding. Yes, it was not grounding, which was not regulating the voltage. But as I'm reading the instructions on this voltage regulator, it might have something to do with me not installing these grommets correctly. Maybe they're not ground. They're supposed to hit this ground strap right here. Maybe I didn't do that right. So I'm going to check that out in a minute. So here's the voltage regulator. There's 3 mounting screws, 2 on this side, 1 on that side. Probably can't see it. I've got a ground wire there. I think I use this as a ground for maybe the signal lights. Let me just take this out. I'm going to see what the condition or the situation with the grommets is on this voltage regulator. You know, I'm supposed to take these wires off first, dummy. But yeah, the grommets, they're right. This thing's grounded. So we're thinking it's the wrong voltage regulator. It's for maybe like a Ford, which doesn't use grounding. It uses voltage to regulate the voltage. So one. And when I put this back together, I'll put the wires on after I mount it. That's the right way to do it. But there it is. They're supposed to touch this ground strap right here. This is a ground strap according to the diagram in the instructions. This is the first voltage regulator. It's got to be the 3rd or 4th voltage regulator I purchased, but this one came with instructions. So they're saying these brass inserts touch that ground strap. So then you pick up a ground from the screws and it grounds that, and that should make it work. So let me go get the other one. All right, new voltage meter is in, and everything's reconnected. Let's start this thing up and see what happens. He'll start. So the needle definitely moves to the let me see if I can zoom in on that. I don't know if you can see that needle or if there's a glare. There it is. there. If I give it a little idle, it moves forward. The needle doesn't zero. That's the problem. Let me put the headlights on. Definitely discharges. But it definitely is making power. Now what I'll do now is get out the multimeter and see what kind of voltage I'm getting. So now I'm going to start the motor up and do some voltage testing. So before I do anything, so here's just the battery itself with the motor not running. 6.34 volts. And of course there should be nothing in the field, or nothing on the armature. But let's start the engine, see what happens. Turn it on. I got the throttle pulled out just a little bit, give it some, give it a little something. So 6.3 at the battery, 6.5 on the armature, which is more than we had the other day. So now I'm gonna turn the idle up a little bit more, see what happens. And I just realized you probably can't see the dial because my arm's in the way. So I gotta reach around. Yeah, 7.02. You can see that my arm's not in the way. So that's cool. Now I'm gonna turn the lights on and see what happens. There's the headlights on. Ground, armature, 7.1. So I think I solved the problem for now, unless it comes back, and move on to this speedometer thing if I can, if I have time tonight. I was going to wrap this video up here, but I want to start thanking people like Joe Sousa, who spent 40 minutes on the phone with me troubleshooting this, so I knew it was the voltage regulator. But I want to mention some other people. Mike from Mike's Repair Shop, who sent me that gear. Todd in Ohio sent me this radiator. And, you know, the list goes on, but I'm going to come around and show you another few things that I've got from people on YouTube, because the YouTube community is really helpful. I got these handles from Rick in New Hampshire. And I also got, let me see if I can show it to you over here. I love this piece right here. Let me zoom in close. I left the flashlight. Hope you can see it. This is the handle for the thermostat that Rick Foley also sent me. Rick from New Hampshire sent me. And that's attached to the heat regulator which Joe Sousa gave me. So, you know, I can't thank the people at YouTube who watch me and, you know, sympathize with me and send me stuff that I could use. It's just awesome. I just love the whole YouTube community and sharing this with people. And thanks for watching.